We have 6 rings up here, Ernie.
Wow.
4, 2, and 0. That's 6.
You have such a great way of putting things.
Yeah, you didn't have to call Ernest out.
I didn't call him out. I just said we as a team we have 6 rings.
That's true.
Well, you don't have to. You don't have to say 4, 2, and 0.
Okay.
You just say we have 6 rings up here at this desk.
We have
Got
6
it.
rings.
6 rings at this
2
desk.
over here,
4 over there.
0. But it makes 6.
We're still champions, Ernie.
We're
My
still
self-esteem is taking a beating today.
That's all right.
We used to
Taking
get
a beating.
We used to get Emmys
Taking
until
a beating.
But Emmys.
No,
Emmys counts
Yeah.
as rings.
we used to get a lot of Emmys until
Oh, that's how it go.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.
.2k Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge.
Well, guys,
LDA, you can't get much higher praise than that. Thanks. Tonight, a great backcourt matchup, Doris. When you were going up against another talented guard in college basketball, did that change your approach at all?
Well, you certainly knew when you were looking opposite somebody who had a skill set and a talent level that was going to challenge you for the full 48-minute game. And obviously, it raised the level of intensity. Your interest was piqued, and you want to show out against the best players. So certainly on the night you know you're going against an all-star type player, believe me, it's personal.
They take the challenge. All great players do. They want the challenge, don't they?
No doubt.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Turner is out there with Aminu. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Williams at the 2-guard spot. Back to Lillard. 5 to shoot. Drops one in from the wing. Lillard's got the opening field goal of the game for the Trailblazers.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
Pass to Porzingis. And Nance kicks to Porzingis. Oklahoma City moving it around. Lob pass to Porzingis. Great communication on the alley-oop.
Boy, when you couple the skill level and the size of Porzingis, he has got the chance to be elite.
Passes it to Nurkic. And that one drops. Nurkic has got his first 2 points.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
And that's not the type of defense you want to play, right? You've got to make it more difficult than that. Layups are too easy.
Nobody near Williams. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Nobody near George. And the three off target. The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. To the middle. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Evan Turner, the former #2 pick out of Ohio State, he acts as a utility night for this team. He can wear a lot of different hats. His versatility might be his best trait.
To the middle. Here's AI. And AI throws it down.
Let's remember, Westbrook is capable of triple-doubles because of this kind of passing. My goodness, that's pretty.
Knocks it loose. Westbrook with the steal. Here's AI. Here's Nance. And the jam by Larry Nance.
Don't you love guys who are willing to do the dirty work? Larry Nance's activity making him a factor on the rebounding aspect.
Lillard against Westbrook. Inside. It's tipped. It's stolen by Nance. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by AI.
See, you can tell Porzingis knows when he's in close, he's got the kind of size, touch, and length to make that look easy.
Nance against Nurkic. Here's Williams. Great D that time for Westbrook.
He does the hard part, gets through the defense all the way to the rim. I thought the finish would be the easy.
Wow.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. And a terrific bit of chaos there in the replay presented by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. Aminu against Porzingis. And Lillard gets it to go.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
And AI throws it down.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. Outside, Williams kicks it to Nurkic. Lillard from outside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
They knew what they wanted to do going in, and boy, were they efficient and effective.
Absolutely. They were humming all game long. Every shot seemed to come so naturally to them tonight.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Puts up a 3. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
That's one of the reasons Lillard is out there. He gives you that deep threat.
To the paint, Nurkic with the steal. Lillard against Westbrook. Out to Turner. Back to Lillard. 6 to shoot. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. AI passes to Westbrook. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
Now the superb athleticism of Russell Westbrook on full display. The vertical out of this world.
Williams kicks to Turner. And there's the pass to Lillard. Back to Turner. Pass to Nurkic. Got a piece of it.
Larry Nance twice on the pipe says no, sir.
Count that bucket. 6 points for Porzingis.
Yeah, sprinting end to end, but under control. That's the key.
No, exactly right, Greg. You can't go too fast. He pulled that off in brilliant fashion.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. The All-Star break is coming up. This has got to be a welcome pause, Doris, for teams that are struggling and still finding their way.
I think a lot of those teams hope that this is an opportunity to regroup, maybe a little time for introspection, what's working, what things have not worked for us. If there's a big problem, we can fix it, and if not, hey, perhaps it's time for change.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And the power rankings now, second half of February. Interesting to see how some of these teams compare. Take a look at the Pistons. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And I look at Oklahoma City. They've claimed the top spot because they've earned it. Some people say they're playing above their heads. I think we're just starting to realize how good this team is.
Nurkic, and yes, it's good.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
AI left side, and AI throws it down.
Don't you love it when you've got a small forward who can pass the basketball just like Paul George did there? Makes it look easy.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Williams. Nance knocks it loose.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Here's Williams.
At some point, he has to stop shooting. How is this helping his team?
And there's Paul George on the assist by AI. AI's got 5 assists in the game. Here's George. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. They're looking extremely sharp right now. Poised in the top spot and playing very well. And, of course, Portland just need to take it a game at a time.
And for the Trailblazers, hanging where they are, right in the middle of the standings, will not make things easy for them down the stretch.
Oh, that's for sure. I mean, this is where the pressure really starts to build. Any little slip-up between here and the end of the season, and they could find themselves sitting at home for the playoffs.
It's good. 8 points for Porzingis.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Trailblazers trail by 14. And Lillard kicks to Williams. Back to Lillard. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Aminu. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
I'll tell you, the feed puts him in prime position to convert. The assist was where it needed to be.
George against Turner. Down low. 13 feet away. And he overshot that one, missing.
And so far this quarter, he's been a little off on his game.
Yeah, scoring isn't coming naturally to him right now. Looking a little bit uncomfortable out there.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Westbrook kicks to AI. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. AI's got 12.
Oh, man, off to a terrific start. Yet to miss with 6 made buckets.
Lillard finds Williams. Trailblazers moving the ball around. High post, Nurkic. The shot misses. Nice D from Porzingis. Here's AI. Nance against Nurkic. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Well, who says this isn't a contact sport? Larry Nance taking the initiative to draw the foul. Nice.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Leonard, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Collins comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Jerebko's checked in for Turner. And it's Rose in for Williams. And Jerebko has it in the corner. The three-pointer off the mark. Oklahoma City leading by 14. And Chris throws it down.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
And it's early, but obviously you've got to like the dominance down low. They're simply bullying the other team right now.
Rose passes to Leonard. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Portland shooting their third free throw shot of the game. A different look for Oklahoma City. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Larry Nance. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Russell Westbrook.
One shot, gentlemen.
And free throw good from Lillard. Well, Doris, for rookies, beyond skill, what attributes do you think they need to have an early shot at success?
Yeah, I think one of the things that you always wonder about, and one of the great players in history, Kevin Garnett, talks about the impact that other older players had on him. Sam Mitchell, when he first arrived in the league, they taught him the work habits necessary to succeed at a high level. So the first thing you'd have to have is commitment to work. And the second thing is the right temperament. An NBA season spans 82 games over 6 months. There will inevitably be ups and downs. And how do you weather both of those things, Kevin?
And Redick kicks to AI. And AI throws it down hard.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
No, exactly right. You can't afford to get complacent, right? They have to stay hungry and humble if they want to keep this lead.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
And AI throws it down.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
I don't think you can ask for anything more, Greg. What a wonderful job establishing a lead early in this one.
To the inside, Rose. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his 5th assist in this one. Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Well, the offense is running well, but more importantly, they're taking the shots they know they can make.
Well, they haven't had to force anything. They're simply moving the ball and working for the best available shot.
.58 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside Rose. From outside, off the mark.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter.
And now Portland on the break. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I'll tell you, if he's feeling right physically, Rose will battle you every step of the way. That's a fierce-looking drive.
Ferguson's checked in for AI. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Larry Nance. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then it's Paul George. And it's AI in at the 2. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Magic had a huge game. He ended up with 65 points and did his thing on the defensive end with a number of steals. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Okay, David, no doubt he'll have the defense focused on him here after that stunning game last time out.
You better believe it. He'll be looking at double teams, guys up in his jersey all game long.
I think that's the way this guy likes it. He wants a challenge. It makes him more focused, more determined to show what a force he can be.
Williams gets the bucket.
And a good judge of spacing. Sees he can get it off over the taller man.
I'll tell you, he did a nice job feeling the defense out, rising up with ease from the perimeter.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Westbrook against Rose. Outside Williams. Fires for 3. He can't hit that time. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Here's George. And there's another one for the Thunder.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Timberwolves in Minnesota. Westbrook against Rose. He kicks to Aminu. Shot clock at 6. Turner finds Nurkic. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Nurkic has got 6 points.
Well, everything starts with a great pass, right? That's really pretty.
And AI throws it down.
Boy, he's been unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. Last time they met was in Portland this season.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
Well, so many of their problems stem from turnovers. They simply could not take care of the ball, and it cost them in that matchup.
Just 5 to shoot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. With college basketball expanding the three-point arc out to FIBA range, Doris, does that set the table, you think, for the NBA to move its arc, their three-point shooting line, out as well?
I think one of the things that I would like to see, Kevin, is a more unified game across countries, right? We've talked about the NBA and basketball in particular becoming a more global game. I think one thing that I'd really love to see at the lower levels of basketball in the formative stages is young players have to play with a shot clock, because what that forces those players to do is be 3-tool players. Under duress of a shot clock, you better be able to put the ball on the deck, make a pass, or take a shot. So I think the more we can normalize a set of international rules, the better basketball is going to be long term.
And Portland has possession. Rose against Westbrook. Rose passes to Nurkic. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when you drive the lane, you have to know where Porzingis is, because with his reach, he can sneak up and send that shot away anytime.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Trailblazers have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Here's Rose. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
Well, that's about effort, carving space for the interior look. And one attribute we'll always talk about with Rose is the heart that he plays with.
Yeah, I mean, he's been orchestrating all game at a high level.
It's just so great to see ball movement like this, and he is excellent at getting his teammates involved.
Aminu against Porzingis. AI kicks to Westbrook. Now, here's AI. Tight defense on him. Clock at 6. And the dunk by Porzingis.
How about the height and the length and the athleticism of Kristaps Porzingis. Barely has to jump to throw that down.
Rose dishes to Nurkic. Now here's Williams. He's guarded by AI. Tries from 10. Hits. Count that one from Nurkic. Nurkic has got 8 points. Oklahoma City has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Here's AI. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
You can tell they've got their foot on the gas pedal right now. No slowing down. The defense starting to look helpless.
The Trailblazers have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And both free throws good for Nurkic. Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. AI outside. Back to Nance. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Rose finds Turner. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that 3rd foul.
Lillard's checked in for Rose. Aminu against Porzingis. Outside Williams. Shot clock at 5. Shoots. And that's good for 2. Williams has got his 3rd basket of the night.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
George. And it's George finishing it off.
What you love about Paul George is if he understands he's got his game in rhythm, he's going to stay aggressive.
To the middle. Here's Lillard. The shot, no good. Good D by Westbrook.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Williams kicks to Lillard. Back to Williams. Passes to Turner. Now here's Williams. It's not going to go for him. Some solid defense from AI.
Boy, the way he's been going, he is not going to be the guy to turn this around.
George missing again.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's Williams. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up.
Okay, hello, testing. Okay. Tapos, ay, yung volume pala ng game. Ayan. Tapos, bukasan natin ng konti yung volume niya. Ayan. Okay.
Officials on the call with the foul.
And Williams is sort of the classic instant offense guy. Whether he's coming off the bench or starting, he can provide a spark whenever they need one.
The Trailblazers have shot 9
sorry,
of 11 at the free throw
ang
line.
aking camera for some reason. So, tara. Tapsin natin tong game na to. And hopefully kung may oras pa ako mamaya.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Lalaroin ko yung Detroit. Become Human. And shoutout sa mga pala sa mga nanonood sa akin dyan.
15 seconds left in the first half.
Si Adrian nanonood sa akin.
Westbrook kicks to AI.
Kumusta kayo dyan sa Cavite?
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And had the right idea
Saka
there in
hello din
calling
kay
for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot.
Shout out sa
and
TP,
didn't get
mga
set.
tropa ko dyan sa
Just a
Cavite.
matter of he needs to be
Kay
there
Rachel,
a
kay
split
Chinky,
second
kay
earlier.
Robert.
Not much room for error when you're setting a screen.
Kay Adrian, kay Francis, kay Mondi, kay Ver, kay
They get a
Bona,
hand on it.
kay
Three-pointer,
April.
Lillard, and the three ball is good. Lillard's
Nakashoot
got
tuloy, ang
18
gulo mo kasi
points.
Adrian eh.
And how about
Dapat
Lillard
patingin ako
just
sa
being
ano.
aggressive here
Sa
on
Facebook.
offense? He can heat up quickly, just super efficient. And a
Hello
high
kay
IQ score.
Angeline,
So
classmate ko
as we
dati.
conclude the first. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second.
Paano ko mag-create ng buong TV? Wala namang naglalaro sa inyo ng ganito.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Really an incredible game from AI.
And how about that? Already through two quarters and some change. He's got a double-double.
I'll tell you, he took over the game in that first half. Right? They really have got to find a way to slow this guy down.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for Portland, we've got Damian Lillard. Al Farouk Amino is out there with Nurkic. Then it's Williams. And it's Turner in at the three spot. Westbrook kicks to AI. Left side, Nance. AI outside. Oh, Nance in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
The very definition of a high flyer, Larry Nance, my goodness.
And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. There's Lillard and the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Well, there's no doubt this guy's on a hot streak right now. That's why he keeps getting the ball in this one. They're like, hey, we're going to feed the hot hand. Boy, all sorts of space around him. If he can't hit those, the defense not going to worry too much about him. What I love about Russell Westbrook is his single-minded pursuit of a championship. But boy, you better bring your game if you're a member of the media. He wants good questions in an orderly fashion.
Here's AI, and AI throws it down.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Fantastic anticipation. Then he shows major explosiveness converting at the other end.
And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. And Russell Westbrook with plenty of accolades to his name, but all interview team? Dora is unlikely to be mentioned there.
Kev, I wouldn't call him loquacious in the postgame. He lets his play do the talking, certainly. And Kevin, that speaks volumes in and of itself.
Here is Williams. 9 points in the game so far.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Nance passes to AI. Another shot.
Yeah,
and Nance with the layup. Nance has got 4 this quarter.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Trailblazers. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one, and that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. And Lillard kicks to Aminu. Here's Nurkic. Finished off by Nurkic.
This guy's pulling his weight tonight. The guys around him need to pick up the slack and start following his lead.
AI outside. In the corner, Nance with it. Nurkic with the steal. That's it from Williams on the assist by Lillard. Lillard's got 6 assists here tonight.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
Yes, you love that they're not settling for anything outside the paint. Excellent work getting right to the tin.
For Oklahoma City, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And both free throws good for AI. Now a timeout called by Portland.
Well, I mean, he needs to talk to his guys. The interior defense has been horrific.
Absolutely no rim protection whatsoever. At this point, the other team is walking all over them on the inside.
And here's another update on the All-Star voting. Just a couple of days left now to cast your ballot. You look at AI. He's in the lead, sitting at #1 in the West. And keep tuning in for updated results. You can visit NBA2k19 for more. Trailblazers have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. And Lillard kicks to Aminu. It's stolen by Nance. Here's Porzingis. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Al-Farouq Aminu.
You know, I know that he can make the perimeter jump shot, but I really like it when Porzingis is taking it inside and making the defense deal with all that size.
Leonard, he's checked in for Portland. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Well, Russell Westbrook demonstrating how talented a passer he can be.
Williams kicks to Lillard. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. AI with the ball. Now here's Williams. T right on him. Now the pass to Leonard. Here's Nurkic. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And a quick look at how the Oklahoma City Thunder's schedule is shaping up. On Tuesday, they'll take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards. Then on Thursday, it'll be the Dallas Mavericks coming into town.
And for that game against the Nuggets, it won't be an easy one given it is coming on the back end of a back-to-back, but they've been playing some fantastic basketball lately. And when you are winning back-to-backs, you're feeling good about yourself.
Shots good by Williams. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. AI outside. Great communication on the alley-oop.
And this is why people believe Porzingis is a long-term star in the NBA. He can carry a team for long stretches.
Trailblazers shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Pass to Nurkic. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Boy, the consistency he's had tonight has been impressive. Really steady from the field.
And the turnover again by Oklahoma City. And now a quick look at some very potent men in the middle lately. Highest scoring big men in the past 10 games. Third is Porzingis.
That's as scary a collection of big men as you'd want to see. I mean, game planning for any of them is a challenge because you know how much defensive attention you're going to have to devote to them.
You know, and even with entire defenses schemed around stopping them, their scoring output always remains high. These fellas are anchors in the post for each of their teams.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Williams finds Nurkic. And it's Leonard at the elbow.
Sige, sige, pasukan mo. Sakal pala natin.
Lillard from outside. Portland no good that time either.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And that one's good. AI.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Now here's Williams. He's got 13. Pass to Lillard. Kicks it to Nurkic. Over Porzingis. And off the front iron. And in it goes. And that's 18 points for Nurkic.
And he's caught fire this quarter yet to miss a shot.
And AI throws it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Williams with the ball. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average.
Yan, dapat si Porzingis ang
Nurkic can't hit.
Tremendous defense. Boy, they're putting an emphasis on not giving him a clean look inside.
And that's another fast break bucket. And this is the pace, though, guys, that's been working for him.
You know, I think, Greg, the faster the tempo, the better they are. And I love the pace they're playing with right now.
From deep, Williams. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner. Williams has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Maulan nga pala guys, ingat-ingat kayo dyan ha.
And George kicks to Porzingis. Passes it to AI. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That'll be his second foul of the game. A different look for Oklahoma City. Marquise Chris, he's checked in for Porzingis. And Terrence Ferguson subbed in for Paul George. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Collins checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Urepko comes in for Turner. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Williams. And the wide open shot from Redick. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Redick's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Lillard, the pass to Leonard. And there's Derrick Rose on the assist by Leonard.
And this is why you work the ball inside, right? To get the easiest shot possible.
AI gets to right. Another possession, another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Redick against Lillard. Over Redick, and the basket by Lillard. Lillard's got 22.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention.
And gets it again.
And now he is tied for the second most 40-point games in an NBA season. What a year.
Wow, he has brought it every night, and nobody seems to have the answer for him.
And he's tied with 52 games of 40 points or more. Just saying that out loud, I still don't believe it's been matched, but that's the kind of year he's had.
And finished off by Wright.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Three-pointer Lillard connects from three-point range. He's got 25.
Knocks that one down. 4 triples for the night. 3 in the first half.
To the inside, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, he just keeps rolling right now. What a terrific quarter for him on the offensive end. Another solid game from this guy shooting the basketball, just adding to this lead. So hard to defend.
Portland's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. And there's the foul. It'll go on. A lot of times late in the season, Doris, we see the expensive vets bought out of their contracts. Often they sign for a cheap price for a true contender, and that affects parity among postseason qualifiers.
No doubt about it, Kevin. It really brings into very sharp focus the value of a quality GM, because the rich can get richer, and it can tilt things toward the top teams. I don't mind it, Kevin. Part of the reason these players agree to a buyout in the first place is the opportunity to choose their next situation. It is within the rules, and therefore I have no problem with it.
I like it as well. They've got Anthony Diallo out there with AI. And there's Porzingis, and it's Nader in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Turner looking around. 6 on the shot clock. Williams for 3. Nader grabs the board. For Oklahoma City, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Portland Trail Blazers. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Inside. It's deflected. Anthony kicks to AI.
And one.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Lights checked in. Doors for both charting game action and improving player health. The players now are being tracked by the player tracking devices or chips in their jersey during a game.
I love it, Kevin, because what it enables teams to do is measure the impact and the toll it can take on a player. For example, we now know that player X ran 5 miles on this particular night in this game action environment. And what that affords you is, okay, if you have a back-to-back situation, then you're going to be more careful with that player's minutes the next night. Or if it's an off day, Kevin, you can just say to that player, listen, unless we're doing a walkthrough, you're not involved. I want you off your feet and recovering. Anything that helps the competitive environment that these players are playing in, I'm all for it, Kev.
That was an excellent example.
Eto na.
Kept alive. It's deflected. Williams scanning the floor. Outside Turner. Doris last year, the NBA signed a deal to broadcast G League games on the internet channel Twitch.
Well, you know Adam Silver is always looking at new methods for broadcasting this great league and the G League. And I think we live in an era of an increasingly digital world. The next generation views their platforms in non-traditional, non-linear fashion. So to me, this is really smart decision-making.
I know you're a big Twitch watcher yourself. You subscribe, and like me, you love the G League.
I'm always twitching.
Are you serious? How'd he come up with that move?
Creativity on the fly. Wow.
A certain amount of artistry, too. Just an amazing thing to see.
Now the pass to Measury.
Oy, wala.
Now here's Williams. He's guarded by AI. And that one is good. And that's 18 points for Lou Williams.
Crafty move. He recognizes the size disadvantage, and the mid-range is close enough.
I'd say that's really clever, because it's not easy to get that mid-range off over a guy who's got a size advantage. He made it look easy. Go get it, big fella. Porzingis with the skyscraper.
Here's Williams. Outside Turner. Measury kicks to Williams.
Wala yan.
His three-pointers off the mark.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Ay, no good. Portland's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Here's Holland. Misses off the left iron. Right wing. Here's Diallo. And the 3 off target. And for the Trail Blazers, they're shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Here's Holland. He kicks it to Turner. Clock at 6. Over in the corner, Williams.
Oy!
And the three off target.
You know, they're trying to battle back, but he's missing
Oh!
shots.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
Oy! Tingka. Tingka.
G League
Sige,
last
halika na to.
season
Oh.
experimenting
Oh,
doors with
buta.
coaches'
Buta.
challenges of certain calls during games. You see that perhaps
Oh,
moving
so
over as well to the
kalabo.
NBA.
Kevin, my understanding on this is that across
Ay,
NBA
tatawin ko na yung
ownership,
buwibig.
there is real momentum
Ay,
to
nako.
allow for a coach's challenge. And I
Sige.
think
Oh,
it's
wala yan.
commonplace
Oh.
to see
Bigyan nyo
teams
kay
argue a
William.
call. When it's all said
Galing
and
yan, hero
done,
ball.
we want to get things correct. And so maybe you see this happen in the G League. And what's the carryover to the NBA? I don't know, but I can tell you unequivocally, ownership wants to see a coach's challenge in the NBA at some point.
And I think, Doris, anytime you can make those coaches do more, put more on the line, just adds to the intrigue of the game.
No question.
Take a break. Take a break. Two
Take a
shots.
break, take a break.
No good on the free throw. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Oklahoma City. And then for the Trailblazers, McDermott comes in for Evan Turner. And it's Rose in for Williams. They could use a bucket. Chalk up two there.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that
Oh,
crossover.
pakita kita ng dribble moves ko.
Now AI.
Spin move.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Diallo. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Urepko's checked in for Scalabicier. AI can't hit.
Now, that's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Oh, ipasa
No,
mo kay
exactly, Greg.
William.
Especially when the
Ay,
ball
iba
is
na
that
pala to.
deep inside. You've
Holland na
got to
pala to.
respect how he altered
Kala ko
that
si
shot.
William. Tinanggal na.
And this is
Makascore.
really good defensive pressure, whether he gets the block or not.
No, Greg, you're absolutely right. This is strong defense. It's about making the shooter feel uneasy, and that's what he
Ay,
did.
3 minutes na lang pala. Hindi na ako abot sa 7.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Wala yan, pagod na yung
Rose
Rose.
finds
Bantayan
Mesri.
nyo lang yan. Ayusin mo, ha?
And it's AI with the rebound.
Oh,
AI's got 6 rebounds here
si
tonight.
Carmelo ba yun?
Now a timeout called by
Kakampi
Oklahoma
si
City.
Carmelo?
You know, a lot of people have looked at the
Ba,
schedule of the
okay, tama
NBA,
nga.
Doris, and
Ang
they
gusto
think
ah.
you
Sila
could
pala yung
eliminate
mga
back-to-backs
Adam.
of teams that face each other 4 times in a season to a 2-game series in each city. It's kind of a baseball-type feel. Would you support that?
You know, it's an intriguing possibility to me, Kevin, because one, it would cut down on travel, which obviously would make things a little bit better and easier for players. The travel schedule is taxing, particularly on back-to-backs. And so I don't know if there would be an opportunity for Adam Silver to maybe somehow run a test case. Would you be willing to put it in for a season, see how it fits in the overall context of the season? But it is an intriguing idea, and we are trying to improve the product no matter which way we go.
And here's Rose. Pass to McDermott.
Sige, ipasa mo kay Holland. Titignan natin kung masusupal pala natin yan.
Trailblazers
Ay.
moving the ball around.
And
naman
guys,
yung
that's
ano
one
ko.
of the more
Pasok
basic
ko.
plays in anybody's
Pero
playbook,
may
but
mukhang
not to
ginawa mo.
mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and the dunk caps it off.
Yeah, run your offense with that kind of precision. Not much anyone can do to
Oy.
stop it.
Count it. Good.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, really good awareness by the scorer. You're seeing an opening in the defense and exploiting it beautifully.
Rose against Redick. Now here's Rose. Defense right on him. Pass to Holland. Launches a 3. Yes. And it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 6 assists here tonight. Oklahoma City's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. And AI throws it down.
I'll tell you, that's an assist that shows great sense for where his teammates
Medyo
want to
malakas ang
move.
ano, ang mga
Portland's gone a
bench
disappointing
na
2 of 6
bench
on
players.
three-point attempts here in the 4th.
Si Redick sa si Carmelo.
Here's Holland. And the Trailblazers, another
Marunong
three.
pala magtastas si
And you can
Holland.
see where they're attacking here in the fourth, strictly from the perimeter.
Well, they've got the green light to pull the trigger from three, and I'll tell you, they put it to good use here.
Here's AI, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Some reports claim, Doris, that basketball is the fastest growing team sport. Do you think it has a chance to overtake football as the most popular sport in the U.S.?
Well, listen, anybody who is covering and carrying the games of the NBA is thrilled right now. The ratings for the NBA are off the charts. It increases in popularity every year. But let's remember, the foundational sport in the United States of America is football. And the ratings for football, the NFL in particular, still dwarf the NBA. But the reality is there are challenges that the NFL faces. What those challenges have on the long-term business success in terms of, the concussions and the long-term implications, we don't yet know, Kevin. And if we could all fast forward 10 to 15 years into the future, it'll be fascinating to look back and say, wow, this was a seminal moment for both sports.
Great perspective. And the Thunder making a switch here. Ferguson's checked in. Portland's gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of it.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Oklahoma City.
As one-sided as it gets today, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And for the year now, they'll have 52 wins under their belt.
And their dominance continues, guys, as they sweep the season series 4-0.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for AI.
Well, I think his contribution clearly came at the defensive end, right? He came up with a bunch of huge steals. He was a menace all night long.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
That's a jump ball.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. McDermott passes to Rose. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. The shot and game clock separated by 4. AI. Again, what an avalanche. That's 62 points.
What an
62.
avalanche.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Rose passes to Holland. Chalk up 2 there.
That's an example of great communication. He knows the spot to get to, and the pass is waiting for him.
Here's AI, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And there's the call. Portland the foul. The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for AI. And here are the Trailblazers now. Now here's Rose. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far.
In this sort of dominance, particularly here at home, it's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped.
Okay, so ayun na nga, tapos itong isang game ko sa NBA. Okay. Laruin naman natin yung Detroit. Ewan ko ba, chapter 8 na yata ako sa Detroit. Isa na. Mga points na nakuha sa laro to.
Locked and loaded. That's what I'm talking about. Shots.
Love when we
Appreciate it. Nice shot selection, sure.
Ay, may pala ako. May check pala ako sa endorsement. Okay. Well,